with bacon and red onion and Parmesan and mozzarella and smoked chicken extra. Nachos. Harley, stop. Oh my God, I'm going to kill some kids.
The only kids inside are yours.
Just sell them, dude.
I'm going to drop them off at the fire station.
Why? They don't.
That's still a thing, right?
Is there an age? Yeah. Is there an age limit?
We haven't started, but you know him. As soon as things are ready, he hits record, and that's how I get in trouble.
17.
Up to 17.
I think you can.
17 years and 11 months.
Yeah, I think.
Sometimes the beginning, it's like I get text immediately.
On the month, 29 days, 28 days. I don't know what I want.
That sounds like a really good Facebook post. Just like asking for a friend. What's the age limit on dropping kids off at the fire station?
27.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
What is up?
We're sitting at Outerbelt.
We are on location. Did you know that some people don't have an internal dialogue? Like, do you ever think, like, you hear your own voice, like there's a voice in your head, or you think, there are some people that literally cannot. I found this out a while ago, but something just popped up to remind me of it today. They have no internal dialogue at all. And that boggles my mind, because I'll wake up in the morning and there'll be a song in my head. I can hear, quote unquote, hear it. But there are people that don't have that ability, apparently.
Really?
Well, and I haven't met one yet, and I'm assuming you have internal dialogue.
I have arguments.
With yourself?
With myself.
Okay, so you've got multiple people living in your head. He doesn't.
I have external dialogue.
Liz is in the background. He does. I was going to say the same thing. He's definitely got external dialogue. That's why Mom gave him a dictionary to learn more words. Yeah. Which we don't have with us because we are at
Outerbelt again.
We are. Have we done it? We haven't done a show from here though.
No, we haven't. And
you said again.
We have Mo.
We do.
Mo is here with us.
Yes, I am here.
He is live, not
in person.
In person. Not at the Buckhorn Studios, but at Outerbelt.
Outerbelt Brewing.
And not on Zoom.
No, and not on Zoom.
Not on Zoom, so that's good too.
So if we do run over an hour, you can stay with us.
Yes, long day. I literally flew in, went home, packed, got in the car.
Oh, so you flew in?
Yeah, I was out of town on work most of the week, which is fine. I mean, I expected it, and I knew it was coming because I actually had to cancel a wedding that I was supposed to do today because I told them I wasn't confident I could get there to set up in time because, you know, I'm that guy that always has flight delays.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to
Mo's a DJ. That's what he's talking about.
Yes, thank you.
Mo's
thank you.
Not an officiant that I know of.
Not yet. I'm still waiting for that internet certificate from Costa Rica to come in.
I was saying you can do that online.
That'd be awesome.
But going back to that dialogue thing, so are you saying that there are people that don't have inner dialogues, or
Correct.
people that only have their inner dialogues externally?
They have no. So, like when you're sitting there thinking in your head, I need to go to the store and get mustard and grapes and jelly because I'm going to make a sandwich, a mustard grape jelly sandwich. There are people that can't do that in their head. They write it down, they say it out loud, but they don't have an inner dialogue in their brain. They don't think in the language they speak at all. Okay,
I thought I was a complete opposite of what I was thinking. I thought you were saying like people that talk out loud.
They may
that can't do it in their head.
Who are these weirdos?
Talking, there's nothing going on in their brain as far as
wow, that's got to be
goes.
It's got to be super calming though.
Yeah,
it's got to be quiet in there.
Always quiet.
Yeah.
Well, it's quiet in my mind, but I still have the inner dialogue. It's nonsensical. Or it's like elevator music is playing up there.
Yeah, the girl from Ipanema. I wasn't. It's always. I guess I never thought that there's potentially people that is it can't or don't.
I guess just don't. I mean, it's not like they're trying
has to be don't.
Can't.
I don't think you can control it.
I watched a video on it, and I've read some articles on it. And yeah, I'm with you. I don't think you can control it. But in the videos on YouTube, they had one that did and one that didn't. They put them together, and they're trying to explain to each other how their mind works. And neither one of them, because I can't understand not having thoughts. at all.
Yeah.
Well,
And
hold on. Is
the
there a
other people
difference?
that don't have thoughts apparently are like, what do you mean you think
In your
words
head.
like a conversation in your head?
But
like
aren't-
when I'm driving and listen to podcasts and I'm thinking, okay, well that's I have this inner thing going while I'm listening to this podcast or something. Not this one because I don't listen to ours because it sucks. But a better podcast.
You mean the best?
Yes,
When you said
it
sucks, you said the best.
You're right. It sucks the best. So
It's opposite day.
But hold on. How can you? There's a difference between having an inner dialogue and a thought.
okay, yeah, I could have that discussion. I could entertain that thought,
Yeah,
as it were.
that's an inner dialogue to me is a discussion, like two-way discussion between yourself.
Well, I think it's like they think
thought
something and they
is-
do it. I need to make a grocery list, and they do it. But they don't have the discussion.
But
Maybe
it's
that's
not
what
the,
it is.
Right.
I need to make a
That's what I'm
grocery
saying.
list,
Yeah, that
and
may
while
be-
I'm out getting groceries, maybe I should stop by so-and-so and pick up my dry cleaning.
Well, it's like when they're driving down the road, like you ever put on music, and then you just totally zone, and next thing you know, you're 30 miles down the road, you get home. Mm-hmm. And you
That's
have
the only way I
attention to
drive.
the song. Right. And you don't remember. Well, you listen to podcasts,
I mean,
right?
that's
so have you guys ever listened
well,
to another podcast and
I
zoned
don't-
out and then had to rewind it?
Mo and I came over here together, and I don't remember. I remember backing out, pulling onto Pickerington Road, and then I don't remember anything until we pulled into
Well,
the
that's
driveway.
because what he was doing to you on the way here.
He doesn't remember hitting that deer.
Yeah,
Or that kid.
I thought it was a
Or
squirrel.
that old lady. I thought it was a squirrel. Man, that was a big squirrel with antlers.
Thump.
It's like a jack squirrel instead
Yeah.
of a jackrabbit. A
Jack o'
jackalope.
lantern.
Where'd you get that 1-point buck from?
And a unicorn. Thought it was a squirrel.
There's a kid in a costume.
But yeah, apparently they don't have any kind of inner dialogue at all. And I was watching the video. I have to find it because I saw the video months
Yeah,
ago.
send me
and
this.
I forgot about this.
Or put it or put it in the links.
Yeah, I'll.
Because I'm perplexed.
Yeah, put it in the links, Martelle.
Okay.
Which means I have to remember to send it to him to put in the links.
Which
But
means,
yeah,
folks,
so-
that since I'm on the show, there's only 2 people listening. It's Jason and who else?
Probably my aunt.
Well, his
Or-
mom.
or
Yeah.
my mom.
So Jason, you're gonna have to look it up and then
Yeah,
put
Google it, Jason.
and then put it on the Instagram.
But yeah, so apparently, they were trying to explain to each other
What
how
is that?
we
Who got that?
Food just brought in from a wood-fired pizza truck here at Outerbelt.
The cauliflowery one?
It looks good.
Mozzarella, bacon, red onion.
Oh.
That looks
It
really
smells delicious.
Yeah, we're gonna order food here in a,
good. We got to
soon.
stop and order.
Regular pizza with
I don't even know the name of the wood-fired truck, or I'd pump them up too.
pepperoni and
But yeah, I'll keep talking while they're
That sounds
listening
good.
to pizza because these two guys look hungry now.
I can just smell it.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm all stuffed up. But yeah, so
I think I got
apparently they have
COVID
no
again. I
inner
can't smell
discussion,
anything.
Like when I'm driving, listening to music or something, I'll totally zone out, and it's noise. Or if you're working at home, the TV's on, you zone out, and in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
if you're doing something like me, if I'm foraging or building or doing,
I do it in meetings all the time.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah, it's 'cause
conversation going in
they're
my
boring.
head of like, you got to do this and that. Apparently, there are people that don't have that at all, and they don't understand how that exists.
Because it's such a foreign concept to them.
And vice versa. Like us three don't understand how.
They cannot.
You know what? If you don't
Oh,
have
no.
an inner dialogue or you don't think conversation in your head, email us at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook. Something.
Or don't, because apparently I'm not getting emails on my phone through the account. So
Yeah, that's weird. Oh shoot, we're supposed to call.
I don't know. We're supposed to call Chase. You're the one who
We'll figure that out.
I
We're talking
submitted
about
it as a
podcast
joke.
Family as a joke, and Martelle, if you did, we do it on the air? No, we did it on
No,
the air.
we did it off the air.
We submitted this and like ask your podcast name, what you're about, and all this, and we made up the most ridiculous crap.
Oh, the
And I know
description.
guy-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this guy that out of college started a podcast. Well, then he started a podcast like group. There's like 8 or 9
The
of them.
networks.
A network,
So-
yeah. And they've actually got.
They got, yeah,
most of them
it's-
are like sports related.
They're like
or
12. There's like 12
Is it
shows
12?
on there.
Something
About
like that.
there, yeah.
They have a lot of sports themed ones, like
Mm-hmm.
the Browns podcast, the college football podcast.
I bet you there's not a network out there that has no centralized theme.
Right.
Right. Well,
that's what I was
because that's what we're
thinking,
doing.
But
But
that's not true either because the last podcast on the left, they also have political ones. They have
No, but this is like I'm talking like from the ADD perspective.
Oh, yeah, this
which
is
is
all
what this
over
show
this.
is all about.
It is, you're
which
right.
is why I don't zone out on this show because the topics change like so rapidly
Like it
that
just
my
did.
brain can keep up.
that's you're
which
welcome,
is,
though.
which is another topic in and of itself. Conversation flows always fascinated me. How you jump from one thing to another.
Yeah, so
And you go,
the
"Man, I
show
wanna make
pitch,
sure I say this,"
I'm just
but
going to
then
go ahead and talk over you and
The
just keep
conversation
talking.
moves
And do the thing.
You can't focus on
so
one thing at a time.
We were doing the stuff
So
with
when
the thing,
you're talking
and
about
we're
one
just
thing and you say, man,
doing
when
it.
I'm
And
talking, I want to say this.
now
and then it
it's
shifts
two 8-brain
to a
idiots
different
talking about
conversation.
whiskey in their
And
daily
you
lives
can't
while
go back to that because now it's not
having
relevant.
whiskey and cocking tails, and always giving a shout out to Mo.
So
It was fun.
yeah, that's what that's about.
Yeah, this is what happens when we don't
But
have
they've
headphones.
gotten to the point where they started having celebrities.
This is exactly how I see it in my head when I'm listening.
Well, that's exactly how it is.
That's pretty much it.
I love that you pictured me clothed in your head because that's not what I was thinking you were doing.
Well, I mean,
it kind of saddens me, honestly.
well, I don't want you guys to have
We
to
are in
hit that
public at
explicit
this point.
rating on the
All
show.
right. It's
is
already
that a
there.
thing?
You'll lose some listeners.
It's already there. I mean, his mom listens, and I'm
That's true.
always fornicating.
That's true.
I'm fucking around.
I just realized that these lights over us are nice and fancy.
Yeah.
But when they get to the end of the run and double back, it looks like glowing testicles. So we're sitting under glowing.
Like Firefly
testicles. It's like
Just right there, they're
Pixie
side by
fairy
side.
testicles right there, just right above our heads, dangling, just taunting me. They're so supple. So yeah, we're at Outerbelt.
They're very soft,
The
softly
Martelle
lit.
family is within earshot, including
Yeah.
the 2 kids.
But they're used to it.
They're used to
They're-
that.
they're resilient
The
young
things
ladies.
that come out of my mouth are beyond.
That's why I don't worry about it too much because I don't say anything any worse than what you say
No,
off
you-
the air to your kids.
You can't say anything worse off the air than I've said on the air.
Like
Yeah.
the one time I brought Huck over, Beth thought he was going to be in the room with us, and he's like, or she goes, ask Martelle just to like tone it down a little. I was like, I'm not even taking Huck in that room.
Locking him in a
I
closet.
was like, I'll sit him in the hallway with a
Well,
phone.
Actually, my 13-year-old took him outside and played with him the entire time.
Yeah,
Oh.
They jumped
And
on a
now,
trampoline.
and,
They
the
were doing
next time he
chalk
found out
drawings.
I said, sometimes I just told him I go to work. It's just easier than trying to explain what a podcast is to a 7-year-old.
So it's like a radio show.
And he was like,
What's a radio?
which honestly, he's pretty smart.
He's smart.
He
Yeah,
picked
I
up.
hear you talk about him all the time.
But yeah, we had an evaluation for him for joining school next year. And he's in there today, and they'd be talking, and he'd be like, every time he wants to say something and adults are talking, we've taught him, hey, just put your hand on my elbow. That'll be a signal that you want to say something. So he's not always interrupting adults speaking.
Yeah.
So he did that today. I said, well, buddy, and he looked at
Can we train my kids to do that?
you can try. I think you done screwed that one up.
I may have. It may be too
That's
late.
just poor parenting.
Yeah,
Poor
old,
Liz.
old
She
dog,
tried so
new
hard
tricks
and
type
then-
of thing.
But yeah, so we have the president of the school there or whatever. Is that what they're called? Principal.
Principal, president, principal.
El Presidente.
El Jefe, yeah.
And then we had one of the other staff members there, so they're just doing like a family interview.
Interesting.
And Huck would like touch my elbow, like, yeah, but he'd be like, I know that 6 + 4 = 10. And they're like, awesome. And we talk a little more, and then he touched my elbow, like, yeah,
I didn't
but he's
know
like, 500 + 500, it's 1,000. So he just kept throwing out these like random math.
Just dropping knowledge bombs.
And he's like, touched my elbow. He's like, can I say something? I said, yeah, buddy, what? And he jumped as high as he could. Which, to their credit, I mean, they run an elementary school. They're eating it up. They're playing into it.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, man, you're an athlete. You play sports, and they go into it. But I'm just like, this is my kid.
Yep.
Can I say something? And he just jumps.
So
You know, dogs and bees can smell fear.
I didn't know that.
so kind of
Human
a
head weighs 8 pounds.
question as you're talking about your son
Yeah.
about to start school. Have you ever heard of, quote, redshirting your children?
I've
Yeah,
heard of
holding them back.
redshirting
Did you
freshmen
guys
in
talk about
college
that?
Sports.
I wanted to do it with Harley, actually.
Okay. Like redshirt or have the discussion?
I wanted to redshirt her. I wanted to hold her back a year
So
because as she
did
was,
she have a weird birthday?
No,
See,
she's
Hudson's
born
in
in
the middle
she's
of the
born
year,
in
so we can go one way or the other.
she was born in October, but I wanted to do it because she was born in October, which puts her as one of the older kids in the class. But also because as she was growing up, she was beating the shit out of her sister, and I figured if we just held her back a year, she'd beat the shit out of everybody else in the class, and she'd be stronger at sports.
Establish
and everything
dominance
else.
quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the plan.
Well,
I got
but
canceled out on that.
He got vetoed.
Yep.
Yeah. So much like Brandon was just talking about, it's the theory, or not necessarily theory, it's the practice of holding your kids back a year before they start school because they will be genetically further than their peers.
Physically be bigger.
Yeah, when they get to
physically,
those late teen years, like,
That's
junior
already
high.
there in a lot of kids his age.
Well, yeah. But I mean, though, it's like
No, it's like an actual
mentally
thing. They like
smarter, physically bigger,
Yeah.
stronger,
Faster.
harder, stronger, faster, smarter.
Isn't that a movie about steroids?
It might be, or it's the $6 Million Man. I don't remember. It could
Steve Harvey?
Yeah, it could also be that song by those two robots that do techno.
Yeah, the Black Eyed Peas.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
like two robots
exactly.
and that one chick. The one that sang Skater Boy.
Yeah, yeah, and did meth.
Yeah.
Amy Whitehouse.
Yeah.
How's she doing these days, by the way? Haven't heard much from her. Wonder what she's up to right about now. Funk Soul Brother.
Neither.
Wasn't that some fat kid who was slim?
Yeah.
Is that skinny
Good stuff,
fat
man.
kid? No, I just remember hearing about it. The first time I ever heard about it when my kids were young. And they were
About
playing
Daft Punk?
No, yeah, about Daft Punk.
Oh, okay.
They were playing youth soccer, and then I remember one of the parents saying, "Yeah, we're going to hold Billy back, so that way he'll be bigger in high school, and maybe have a better athletic career." And I was like, "That's interesting. I've never thought about that." But I guess
Especially, I mean, let's be honest. Most people's careers, athletic careers,
end in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it matter? Like, great.
I
You
mean,
were the
mine
best
ended in middle
quarterback your
school, so
and
I was
all this,
trying to get
you're
my
still
kids
not
out of the
getting
house as fast as possible.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of where I'm at because then I can move.
You're not moving. your kids are going to graduate, and you're going to need a divorce to move.
I already told
Or,
Liz.
very
Well,
strong
no, you just had
relationship.
I already told
on the way
Liz.
here. He had an idea.
I'm going to take the container house for the pool, and I'm going to put it on a truck, and I'm going to ship it down to wherever I'm going to move to, and then I will live there, and Liz can live here, and she can come visit, and I'll come up in the summertime once a year. Once a year.
I mean, that sounds fair.
And
see
she
that.
can.
That could work well.
I mean, if
That's a pretty common practice
if-
in Nigeria here. So,
well, if
But I
need
think
be,
Beth
she can
winds
have
up
a
winning in that
boyfriend,
deal.
So Liz isn't real keen on it, but we've had the discussion.
and by we've had the discussion, Martelle means he's had the discussion in his
He's had the
No,
internal
no, no.
dialogue,
I've-
internal monologue.
This is physically left my lips in front of her, and her response was "fuck you are."
At least you even got a response, because normally I think she would just turn around and walk away.
Typically, yes,
Yeah.
or she would just continue eating or doing whatever it is she was doing.
Continue filling out your insurance paperwork.
Yes. Well, I think that's already filled out. That's already done.
I do not understand the affinity people from Ohio have for wanting to move to Florida.
I don't give a shit about moving to
Is
Florida.
that
I
a
just want to
thing?
move warm.
Oh, it's a thing, dude.
Like
It just
just
needs to be warm.
across the
No,
board,
no.
or just like snowbirding, or
No, like
No,
everybody's
like-
jumping ship. I know.
Well,
I can
right
name
now-
in the last 5 years about 10 people that have just effed off and up and moved to
I
Florida.
was gonna say
which is fine. That's what they want, but I don't get it.
right
The
now.
summer-
why Florida?
And even
It's
they go, man, the summer's,
COVID.
or the summer's gonna be too hot.
No,
But I
summer
don't
can
like
never
the
be
cold.
too hot.
Way
You're fat.
too hot.
It's soggy.
It's too hot here today.
I don't know. It's beautiful today. It's 80 degrees.
Yeah, that's about 10 to 12 too high.
I'm gonna go stew in my pool later.
Stew. See the fact you got to say the word stew tells me it's too hot today.
Well, no, I'm hungry.
Well, if you go in your pool, it's like Campbell's, but if I go get in your pool, it's like Chunky.
Well, yeah,
Chunky.
extra
And then
chunky.
football players make commercials about me. You gotta get that Chunky soup.
You get in the hot tub.
So, just one thing I realized, in addition to almost your 3-year anniversary.
Pretty close.
This
yeah.
month is sometime this
Is it
month.
June?
It's June. It's
We
our
may have
birthday
already
month.
we may have actually already missed it. It may be today. Holy shit! It may be today.
It
Hold
actually
on.
might be today.
Today is June 4th.
What
Be-
better way to celebrate than an unplanned impromptu
Surprise!
at Outerbelt
Yeah. Let me.
while
actually,
enjoying this delicious. What's this called? Blood orange golf
Blood
cart.
orange
blood
golf
orange
cart.
Blood orange golf cart.
It is a
I don't know
golden
what a golf cart
IPA.
is.
Well, their golf cart is just a gold ale.
Oh, okay.
So it's not an IPA. It's just your
It's just a
basic.
beer.
It's your basic bitch beer. And then they
This
put
is a
blood.
PSL.
They put blood orange in it. No, it's not pumpkin spice.
It's the PSL of beer.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's better.
But no.
It's better. It's way better. The Citra Pale Ale is really good. The Kings to You, their Hefeweizen, which is German. It's kind of
that.
banana. It's banana and cloves.
Ooh,
It's really
I love-
good.
You know what? There's nothing more I like cold out of my glass, pouring straight down my throat than a nanner and 2 cloves.
Well, I still have a jar of pickled
the
bananas.
bourbon bananas or
Yeah,
whiskey
you can
bananas?
try some tonight.
Yeah.
I
Did
got
you eat all the
peaches, too.
peaches?
No, I wanted to make a pie out of them actually.
Oh, that's right.
and I
So
forgot to
good.
get pie crust.
They're so good. Don't even use crust. Just put it in a pan and heat them up and eat them.
That's just weird. That's just hot peaches.
Moving to the country.
Gonna eat some
heat
hot
me up
peaches.
some peaches.
I'm kind of I'm scared to Urban Dictionary hot peaches.
Oh, I'll do it here in a minute.
Peaches come in a
I'm
can.
still-
They were sat on by a man.
I'm focused on trying to figure out when our
Your anniversary is.
Our anniversary
well,
is.
Well, while you're looking up that, this is your first mask-free Ohio
that
episode or edition of the Buckhorn Podcast.
Yeah, because COVID expired on June 2nd in Ohio.
Nobody can get it anymore.
So nobody can get it anymore. It's amazing.
What kills me is how. Okay, forget all the
June 6th. We have 2 days. So when this launch, no, this won't launch on June 6th. Shit. June
Either way,
6th is our. We're 3 years.
We're 3 years into this.
We're 3 years.
We are 3 fingers deep into this.
Yeah, we are.
podcast.
2 knuckles
And-
deep and a thumb.
Three knuckles, 2 knuckles and a thumb into this. I cannot wait to see what next year holds.
Oh, God, I hope it's another pandemic.
But what kills me, forget all the Fauci emails and all this, is how when we first started, it was you couldn't go anywhere, and then it was you have to wear a mask, but still try not to go anywhere. And now it's all of a sudden it's like, okay, no more masks, it's done.
It's because Biden's president.
And,
Not to get political.
I still
but
haven't got another stimulus
but
check from that guy. By
when
the way,
Biden became president, COVID expired.
man, we should have voted him in last year.
I know.
Let's change the laws.
So did it have like an expiration date?
Apparently, according to the CDC,
You know,
when they
I haven't
came
been
out
able
and
to find a
said,
can of it on the shelves. They're always sold out. That and toilet paper, man. You cannot find you can't even order COVID online.
you can find
right
plenty of wood though.
now. You can.
Yeah,
Yeah, because nobody can afford it. Yeah.
I'm about to take these barrels here and sell them on the black market. Actually, I just want one of these barrels to take home, to be honest with you.
With the beer in it, though.
Absolutely.
hot peaches.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. Here
You know,
we go.
we're gonna do one quick Urban Dictionary because Mo's never been on Mo has never been on the show.
Right.
So Mo, what do you think hot peaches is? Give me a definition here.
Hot peaches. I venture to guess it's going to involve sexual acts and crotches.
Potentially. I mean, it's Urban Dictionary. I think the whole premise is built off of that.
Yeah, I think I got like a 60-40 shot of getting a single on this one.
Yeah. So what do you got?
Yeah, it's like I said,
No, you got to be more specific.
Oh, you got to be more
genitals
specific.
and fruit.
Oh, tentacles and fruit.
No, genitals.
Oh, genitals and fruit. I'm like, is this
No, that's more a dude thing.
some
That's
weird
not
like hentai like
Koreans. It's different.
Koreans.
There's a whole ocean that separates us,
If I just say Asia,
or a
it's all the
sea.
same to
There's
me.
a sea that separates us.
Asia covers everything: Japan, China, Australia, Hawaii,
Indonesia.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
It's all the same. It's all Asia.
What do you
You're
got
either
for
white,
definition?
black, or Asian,
What do you got
or
for
Russian.
definition?
The Russians are their own kind of white.
What do you got for definition?
Hot peaches is most definitely going to do with the. It's so hard to say this while not looking at and trying to ignore your two children
look
sitting
up.
right over there.
Just
I'm looking
look
at
up.
like the doors over here.
Okay.
Hot peaches.
There's a pride
It's gonna
flag
be-
behind you.
Like, okay, so I actually coined a term when we played Halo on Xbox. There was a girl from Kentucky. Her
He's
and her
painting
husband
things
played
with
with us.
words.
They're friends of ours. And in Halo, when you kill somebody, you teabag them, right? That was a common thing in the gaming world.
Yeah, you can teabag
But
people.
when she did it, I said, you can't say, because she's like, I'm teabagging so-and-so. I was like, you can't say that. You physically can't teabag somebody, but you can peach press them. So she changed her gamer tag to peach press.
Wow.
And that became a thing. I should probably submit that to Urban
You should probably
Dictionary.
submit that to Urban Dictionary as well. As the
My gamer tag
Buckhorn
at the
Bellow.
time was Darkwing Duck Butter. If you don't know what duck butter is, Google that one. Look at that in Urban Dictionary. Which is really funny when people get mad and yell at Darkwing Duck Butter, and I would just giggle. So I'm going to say the peach press theme here is going to be when, like Beth, we just got Beth this Jeep, and instead of cloth seats, it has black leather seats.
Okay.
It gets really hot in the sun in the summer,
Yeah.
and when she gets in and sits on that, she peach presses that seat. That's going to be a hot peach.
Ooh.
So I'm going to say it's when
That's a
anything
really
causes
good
heat,
one.
whether it's friction or a physical slap attack to a female
Okay.
peach.
Those are both good. It does involve genitalia.
Too bad this isn't blood peach golf cart right here.
Press peach golf cart.
Blood peach.
You know what? Outerbelt should contract me out to name their beers.
That would be great, actually.
'Cause I would do it for free.
Yes.
I would
So-
do it.
I would do it for one of those barrels, or free.
for free.
A hot peaches is for a male to become horny.
That's it.
That's weak.
That's it.
Our definitions are way better.
I hot
Yeah, you
peach is
guys-
like 7. I'm a hot peach straight now.
You guys are better than that.
Can you submit like
You can do
additional?
multiple ones,
Yeah, I think we should do that definitely.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It is. When those guys see me, I know they be getting hot peaches.
No, honey, I think you've been giving them hot peaches.
Yeah.
Makes it burn afterwards.
This was submitted September 4th, 2006.
Your hot peach needs checked
Okay,
out.
that's outdated.
It's
Yeah,
way outdated.
yeah.
2007, you
If
said?
your peaches
2006.
if your peaches are burning someone, yeah, you need to go see
you
a
need to see
doctor.
a doctor.
Yeah, that's called chlamydia.
Is it still the clap? If the girl
I
gets
call it the clap. I mean, yeah.
Because I feel like
She put on quite a performance to give it to somebody
but
else.
Like a guy has a clap, it sounds like this. But if a girl has to clap, it would sound like, right?
Well, no,
stereo?
Or would it sound like?
I think it's the balls hitting the butt crack.
Oh, I learned so much by doing this show with you.
All the knowledge, all the knowledge that these 30 listeners are getting every week.
making shit up.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Jimmy asked me how his show did. He's like, "So how'd the show go with Jimmy,
I forgot
with
he
I
was
and
on the
Jason?"
show.
And I said, "I think we're at like 40 downloads." I looked. I'm like, "Yeah, we're at 42." That's it, right on par.
The Jinkum
Perfect.
brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, we're not even getting into that shit again.
Not get into that what?
Fucking get. That was gross.
No,
Fucking gross.
I mean that's the ultimate definition of don't get high on your own supply.
yeah, literally.
Well played.
Christ.
But
I made
It's
Melissa.
also gluten-free?
I made Mel.
and it's organic. You know, it is man-made yet organic at the same time.
You
What
didn't
else
make
can you
Mel
say
look that up,
about?
did you?
Yeah, gluten-free, animal cruelty-free, dishwasher safe. Yeah,
It's fine. When you get done with it,
you get
just
green.
flush
You get green credits for that, don't you?
it. Right.
Can you get in trouble for that?
Well, by selling it or putting it in the dishwasher?
Both. Well, selling it and getting high on it.
Well, is it considered a class 1 narcotic? Is it class 1 or I don't
I
remember.
don't think it's considered anything.
I don't remember
It's
the numbers
considered
if they go
anything
up or
except for
down.
shit in a bucket.
Yeah, I don't think unless you stole the bucket, I don't see a crime.
Does it have to be human though? Because if it doesn't,
No,
I got
it's
like
just
mountains of
manure.
that stuff in my backyard. And
You're a
we'll be
billionaire.
billionaires.
Yeah.
By Thursday.
You know what? Get some of it in a bucket, seal it up so it can ferment, and then take a big old whiff and see if you die or not.
But it's the fermenting. You know what? I just need to stop talking because I'm gonna look it up, and then we're all gonna be rich. Yeah.
There's a reason that I didn't put a
Why
link
would you
to.
say that? Why would you say I've got need to stop? Otherwise, we'll get rich. That's the
because
dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. but
there's
you're a
certain
smart
things
man.
there's certain things you just shouldn't do for money.
Well,
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to disagree with that, even though I about did. Because then my mind started going, "Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do that. You know, you definitely shouldn't murder babies."
Yeah,
Don't do
Meatloaf
that.
knows all about what you shouldn't do.
But he won't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would sell people
anything
fermented
for
shit.
money, but I won't sell.
I mean, what's the where? God damn it!
See, I don't think the selling's the issue. It's the manufacturing and and transporting.
The horses manufacture and they're transporting.
But that's provided it doesn't have to be human though.
But here's the thing: farmers do it all the time.
Yeah.
They spray it all over their fields. You
Yeah.
put it in a bucket for easier, cleaner transportation in smaller quantities.
And I'm sorry, the mechanism of ingestion was snorting it or
Inhaling.
It's like
Huffing.
You inhale the
Okay.
fumes.
You just huff it.
You don't have to put it in your body. You just huff the fumes. It's like spray paint. You spray it in a bag, you huff it. You crap in a bucket, you huff it.
I mean, you are right though. It is vegan. You know,
There's nothing illegal.
it's
about
gluten free.
Are we sure?
it. If you eat gluten, I think the gluten stays in your body. That's why you get fat. That's what.
I don't know that how that's how gluten works, but
I don't either.
Well,
I wonder if the diet has to make a difference.
for who? The horses or the humans?
Both. Well, horses are pretty much going to eat grass.
Oh, my diet would be
It's
awful.
either grass or dry grass.
It's like Del Taco
But
and
like,
Chipotle.
I feel like here's the thing: if we all three use our own buckets, we could go on the market with different names, kind of like a brewery.
oh, yeah. Mine would be like
You could call his like the Big Mo. Yours would be like the Martelle Cartel.
whiskey something.
Yeah, it'd be the Martelle Cartel. It'd have a touch of bourbon in it.
Yeah,
You'd be able to
it would
catch
be
that
a
on
little
the nose.
oaky.
little oaky, a little mossy. Mine would be like the bean burrito. We just call
Del
it the bean
Taco?
burrito. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Del Taco.
No, it could be the El Nice.
You know what mine would honestly be? The hometown buffet. It would just be the hometown buffet. And
All I think of hometown buffet is potatoes.
the Golden Corral.
Are they?
But then we can start doing mixtures, right? Like if we do a third, and third, we can make a Jenkum and have a blend.
Why are we talking about Jenkum again? I'm done with this.
Because you're eating
Well,
pizza.
yeah, because you're eating pizza.
Oh, that doesn't
wait,
bother
but going
me.
back to hometown buffet and Golden Corral, are they all closed?
No.
No, the Golden Corral and Chillicothe they shut down. COVID
Okay,
knocked them out.
yeah, the
They're
one-
open again.
The one down by my house is closed too.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh. Alarm going off in the Martelle house. The
Whoop,
one
whoop.
time we're not recording there.
Yeah.
My smoke detector's going off.
That's calls for concern.
Yes.
Smoke detector going off. I'm reporting live from Outerbelt Brewery as Martell checks his phone.
This is Otis Nice reporting from the Outer Bank Brewery.
This is Otis Nice, Channel Jenkum News. Hey, our house might be on fire, hon. Why don't you run home?
Yeah, leave them here. Go.
So, what does your alarm? It says it's the smoke alarm going off. Did you replace your batteries?
Hello.
Oh, and he's getting a phone call on the line with the alarm company. Oh, yes, Mr. Martell, your house may be on fire. Yeah, I am drinking right now.
I don't know. My wife is heading to the house now to check.
See, he almost
And
said, "I'm sending my wife."
I don't know.
To
I
go
checked
check.
the camera, but I don't see any smoke anywhere. So I honestly have.
He
no
almost
I have
told
no
the
clue
truth.
Who he is, what he's doing, or where he's at. And he's just like, yeah, I'm sending my wife to go check
No,
out my
go
burning
ahead and
house.
disregard for now. Like I said, my wife's heading there, and we will, if we need assistance, we will either hit the panic button or
Call 911.
Call 911.
You should just
Brandon?
call. You know what? I bet the pool's on fire.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
They got that water from Lake
Mike.
Erie.
Right? They got it from Flint.
Hopefully, my house doesn't burn down.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not too. I just had a pool put in.
Well, the pool will
gotta-
be fine.
Well, I know, but I gotta rebuild the damn house. I can't even use the pool.
Why not?
I don't know.
Just jump in while they're building the house.
I don't. It's weird though. Like I'm looking at I don't see any smoke anywhere. I'm sure Diesel's losing his ever loving mind.
Well, yeah,
Poor guy.
Oh, poor Diesel.
So, like, I don't know. Can you hear? It doesn't sound like it's still going off.
You know what you don't get on any other podcast?
It's not going off right now.
House is burning down.
House is possibly catching fire while you're
Yeah,
in a brewery.
and
Yeah.
we're still
People
recording.
would edit this
And we're
crap
still
out.
recording, so
We're
no,
not-
this ain't getting
We're
edited
real
out.
life.
It's fine.
Yes.
You know what, Chase, with Press Play
fine.
Podcast, this is why you need us.
Yeah, this is why Chase needs us on his show or
This
on
is
his
real
network.
life. Real
This pizza, by the way,
mother
is
fornicating life.
really
It's good.
far.
It looks good.
yeah, it's really good. Harley gave me a pair. She gave me a piece.
A pair.
She gave me a pair of pizzas.
pizza.
Pair of pizzas. It's really good. We're gonna have to order some. We may have to
So
take a little
when
break
when
here.
Liz calls back in the event the house is not on fire, can you ask if my wallet is?
Yeah,
Did you leave your wallet there?
I hope so.
I
hopefully.
left my wallet at home, too. I hope you can pay for this beer, Martell.
What? I'm enjoying a pizza.
He's like, I'm watching my house burn down on
Yeah.
camera and enjoying a pizza.
You know what? If it does burn down,
You can
I
move
get
to Florida.
build a better house.
Well, I was going to say, you've kind of been wanting a better house anyway.
So this all works out.
It's
a win-win.
With Buck,
Yeah.
his house burned down, and he rebuilt the same house, just more modern, got all new appliances.
I know. I won't build the same house. I made that mistake once.
You rebuilt the same house?
No, I said I will not build the same house. I made that mistake once by building the
Right.
house I have now.
Yes,
That was the mistake.
it was a mistake. Your
I
house
will build a
sucks.
better house. It's okay. Well, what we found out is the assholes that built our house are building a house 2 lots up.
Nice.
Yeah, those
You
dumb-
said you warned them, right?
I need to warn them,
I
or
need
I
to.
can let them suffer.
I wouldn't warn them, but right now I'm eating pizza.
I don't know who they are, but the guy's father-in-law is a real dickhead.
Oh, so
I
like
haven't met him, but his father-in-law is kind of an ass. He
Some-
can be cool.
some circle of life stuff.
Yeah, so I may just let it go.
Just let it happen.
Yeah.
Gives us
Be
all.
like, sorry, dude.
So he's going to eat an antelope, is what you're saying.
No,
Or
he's gonna kill his
jackalope.
brother.
This is Ohio.
And then his body. I wonder if you could do lion jinkum.
Did you say Mayan?
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about
That would be
Mayan,
super
right?
fermented. Oh, I thought you
Lion.
said Mayan, like
No.
sacrificing virgins on
Oh,
pyramids.
can we do that?
I bet that would smell spicy. Caliente. That's what the Mayans would
For
say
those of you
hot.
that oblo.
Right. If you oblo a spano, you'll get that.
Yeah, go ahead and hit the SAP button on your Apple phone.
Oh, there's that. That's an option?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm blowing glaze, lady.
I'm going to start listening to all my shows in different languages.
That would be awesome. I bet we sound fantastic in German.
Nine. Schnell.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Barrel.
Farfiggen.
Mein comfy chair. It's a book I'm reading right now. It's from IKEA. It's about the furniture line.
The Schniffish furniture.
You can't talk to eating pizza.
I think that's Swedish.
Swedish? Like the fish?
Oh, like the
Swedish
chef?
chef.
Oh,
The Swedish chef.
Did you say theft?
No, chef.
The Swedish chef.
Yeah.
I think that's a Dr. Seuss character. The Swedish
I don't know why, but he's my favorite character
Oh, he's
of
everybody's
all
favorite
the
character.
Muppets. You ever seen the one where he's working in the cafeteria at ESPN?
No.
No.
That's
but
one
I
of the
want
best
to.
commercials of all time.
No, he's awesome.
No, I like
I wonder if he could whoop up
I
a
like
nice back
Doctor
of
Doctor
Jinkum.
Tooth. I like Doctor Teeth as well.
Doctor?
Oh, yeah, he's pretty legit,
yeah.
too.
He's the band leader.
Yeah, the keyboard player.
Oh, okay.
He's got the one gold tooth, but he's
Gotcha.
got huge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
he's
got all
only-
the rings.
He's only missing a grill.
Yeah.
I mean, he Doctor Teeth needs a grill.
Yes. Yes,
Well,
he
I mean,
does.
he kind of predated the whole grill fad.
I know, but he's
He needs
still
to stay
he's
current.
still
yeah,
around.
the
He needs to stay
contemporary
current.
version of Dr. Teeth needs to have a grill.
I think
Yeah.
it came and went, though. Is the grill still a thing?
It's for some people.
I saw him. You could buy used ones at the mall.
Yeah, some people call them
Used
braces.
I mean, that's a good racket. People throw them out, you get them for free, and then you get to sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% profit.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't see a
I'm
problem
trying
with
to hit
that.
up Little John, see if he's got any leftovers. Excuse
I'm
me,
sure he
Mr.
does.
John. Yeah.
Excuse
You
me,
have
Mr.
any,
John. Yes.
Grills rolling around?
Okay.
Okay. Yes, could you send them to my address?
Yeah.
So dumb.
I love when Dave Chappelle did it. The
Oh,
Little John.
What? Little John.
Uh,
What?
Mr. John. What? I
like Charlie Murphy.
What? Well, actually, Doctor. Charlie Murphy's funny.
Charlie Murphy's Hollywood Stories.
Charlie Murphy. Which were 100% true, by the way.
Yes, and that's
Oh, yeah.
and that's why they were so
They're
hilarious.
incredible.
But the best one is just like his facial expressions when he's talking about playing basketball against Prince, and like just you can still see like years later he has the frustration that he got, he got balled up by Prince in a mesh tank top.
I just feel like being Charlie Murphy has probably been a more fun life to live than being Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
I just feel like because he can fly under the radar some, and
just sit on the periphery,
Yeah.
not get messed with.
and he's got all these crazy stories where,
Yeah.
big celebrities don't get to do that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm sure Eddie's got crazy stories. You just can't tell them because of cancel culture today.
Nah, I don't think he would care.
Wow.
If he really wanted to tell him, he'd tell him.
Yeah,
Look at
He's
Chappelle.
supposed to be
He knows
coming
Chappelle
back.
don't hold back. I know.
well, he's been doing like a lot of movies though, because he had that run with Disney for a minute.
Oh, what he did all that because of kids. Now that
Yeah.
his kids are grown up, he's doing the same thing Ice-T
Kind of like
or
Garth
Ice Cube
Brooks,
did.
he's coming back.
Okay.
Ice Cube did a bunch of kids movies and stuff, and now Ice Cube's coming back and doing.
Now he's going to start
more
banging
more thuggish stuff.
Yeah, he's getting back to his NWA roots.
He's actually starting an Anaconda 2, I heard.
Oh my
What an
goodness!
awful movie.
That was so
The
bad.
first one was so bad.
That's the second time I've referenced that movie in a week.
Really?
Need to go watch it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it don't want none. Unless you got buns, huh?
I think that Sir mixed everything.
Oh. That's the name of our jinkum when we mix all three.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix It All.
Mix-it-all. Mix-it-all sounds like a cleaner from the 40s.
Beth,
No,
Beth, I'm apologizing because this might be one you'll listen to in about a year. Yeah.
Mix It All sounds
might
like a
be.
cleaner you would use to clean out your colon before a colonoscopy.
Did you say Mix-all?
Mix It All?
Mix it all?
It's almost like fentanyl, but the opposite.
It doesn't kill you.
It doesn't kill you and
It
get
just
you
kills
high.
your
It just
guts.
it just cleans you.
You just
out.
grab a handful of whatever's in the bowl.
Yeah. It's almost like a hairy buffalo.
Jeez.
You just mix fruit and ice and juice and vodkas and
Harry
whiskeys
Buffalo, that would definitely be the name of my jinkum.
in a tub.
Mine would just be called the Hagrid.
The Hagrid.
And I've never seen or read Harry Potter, but I know what that dude looks like, and that's what I think my jinkum would look like.
Can't believe we're back on fucking.
I had a
Jinkum again.
Dobby this morning, so
Dobby.
What have you been doing? Watching Harry Potter this week on Bravo?
No, I just everything I know from Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter is 100% from memes, and anything current Star Wars
From
Star
memes.
Trek, it's all from memes. I've learned plots of movies and books from memes. Matter of fact, when we went to meet the president of the school Huck may be going to next year, he said, "So one of the teachers who knows me personally said you're the guy to go to if I want to see memes."
Oh, jeez.
I
Wow.
was introduced apparently.
And you're
He
like,
knew.
Yep.
It's like my reputation precedes me once again. Well, when I walked in, the one lady that came and got us, she was like, "Hey, 2 mugs."
Oh, wow.
She goes, "What's your name again?" I was like, "It's Randy."
It's Otis.
That's the thing. She's like, "Yeah, I saw 2 mugs on Facebook." I was like, "It's not 2 mugs no more."
That's long gone. Now it's Otis.
The funny thing about Otis is I actually signed a work email, or I was filling out for the government background check stuff for my promotion.
Do you have any AKAs?
No. The thing was like, enter your name, and for my real name, I put in Otis Nice. And I was like,
Oh, wait a minute.
backspace?
Yeah.
I'm so used to like logging into things as Otis Nice now that I was like, oops, my bad.
Whoopsies. That's all right.
Next thing I know, the FBI's pounding on my door.
Liz
Why do you
just
have
got
two
home.
names?
She says, "I think we're good."
Okay.
I'm like, check the basement. Because we just had all the electrical work done for the pool. So if they fuck something up,
Could be smoking.
could be down there smoking.
She says everything's okay. Meanwhile, the whole motor assembly out back's like a raging inferno.
Well, that can be a raging inferno and not set off the smoke detector in the house.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Is it though? I
don't
mean,
know. It's not my house. I don't care.
she doesn't want the house to
Now
burn
that I know we
down,
can
and I
record
could
here, I
care
don't even
less.
need to go to your house anymore.
Yeah.
I just want someplace, nicer than that pile of wood
You should
that
build
I
a castle.
call a house. I want a moat.
A
moat?
Yeah, a moat.
With crocodiles in it?
Castle.
Sharks with lasers on their head.
Sharks with lasers?
Sharks.
Oh. Sharks with freaking laser beams. You fart, it's just like, pew!
You should get a bridge, though, a drawbridge.
I wanted to put in a lazy river instead of a pool.
That would have been awesome.
And Liz was not for that shit at all.
Are you
But-
serious? That would have been the most incredible thing ever.
I know. We could have had a pool, a smaller pool, and then had a lazy river that just went out and around and came
Yes.
back and had like a little fire pit in the middle of the lazy river. Like the whole thing was
Yes.
planned out, and she's like, "We're not doing that."
Where do you source something like that?
Oh, any pool builder can do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I mean, really,
'Cause
all you
it's
gotta
a-
do is
it's
dig
a-
a trench and...
it would be a custom built pool essentially, and they just use the steel wall sides and just do the moat or lazy river.
You could have your
With
very own
alligators
Canucci
or
Creek
with sharks.
I could have had a Canucci Creek
with sharks.
with sharks
I
with
could definitely
lasers.
provide your lazy river with sharks.
I can provide it with sharks. I'd had Del Taco. I'm still paying for that.
That's a moist jinkum.
God damn it! Stop it.
It's like one of those koi pond farm things, like a tilapia pool, except you're raising jinkum instead of...
Tilapia. I don't want a brown river in my backyard.
Yeah, I didn't realize
That's my stage name.
I didn't realize that people had such an aversion to tilapia until the
I didn't either. I love tilapia.
until the conversation
garbage
came with my
fish.
wife.
So?
It's what?
So it's catfish.
a garbage
I love
fish.
catfish.
But I thought it was. Isn't it like some like the KFC chickens? It's like
Yeah,
manufactured fish.
for the most part.
Yeah.
But they're basically kind of like
But
a
it's got
bottom
11
feeder,
herbs and
like
spices.
catfish are. Mm-hmm. Except they're not as tasty.
The thing I like about tilapia is you can cook them and season them differently and have a different taste of fish.
You can, yeah. They're like it's like
They're not
tofu.
overly fishy.
No, it's like tofu.
Yeah.
I've
It
never
takes
had
on
tofu
whatever the
because
flavor
I'm not,
is that the
That's a
tofu
good way
is
to
in.
describe
An
it.
idiot. So I wouldn't know.
Well,
The tofu of the fish kingdom.
yeah.
Toefish.
It's what's for dinner.
It's what's for dinner. Toefish.
Gross.
It's what's for dinner. Oh man. So she heading back then?
Yeah, she said everything's good, so
Okay. False alarm.
false
Good
alarm.
news.
That's the first time that's happened. We did have our door open up one day, and the alarm went off.
Yeah.
I went down, canceled the alarm. Thought I got to it within the time frame that I can get to it to cancel it before they send somebody out. Gave him the wrong password.
Oh shit.
Sheriff's deputy shows up 20 minutes later. He's like, "Everything all right here?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like peering inside the house, and I'm standing there in like
Draws.
basketball shorts and no shirt on, and I'm like, Yeah, everything.
And you just happen to have a runny nose.
I'm like, everything's fine. I'm like, I thought I canceled this. And he's like, you gave the wrong password. You got your ID on you?
Well, hey, thanks
Like,
for getting
are
here
you
20
shitting me?
minutes later.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And see, folks, that's why you don't need guns.
he's like,
Because
"Do you
if
have-
you're Martelle and you're getting raped by Liz,
it's too far
just call,
out.
just
yeah.
dial 911. And
Yeah.
20 minutes later,
Cops
when
should-
your bunghole is plugged and corked and done, they'll be there.
Butt plug.
Butt plug.
Yeah, he wanted to see my ID to make sure
was-
I was who I was.
When I came in and saw all the barrels, I had to throw in the word bung at some point.
There's bung holes over there on all
There's
those
a lot of
barrels.
bung holes. I got bung plugs in them, too.
Yeah, when we were making meat, I never knew that was like the proper phrase for the plug. And the guy's like, "Yeah, here's need to get you a couple bungs." But I was like, "Excuse me?"
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I believe you just crossed the line, good sir.
Yeah. I need
This-
TP for my bung
This
hole.
is a professional transaction.
hole.
Yes. I'm sorry.
not paying
I'm
you
trying
for
to make
services.
alcoholic beverages, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to become a beverage, although I do
don't-
look like a snack. Especially in your picture, your little meme you made of your military picture.
Oh,
the other
my
day. That
Sergeant
was
Death
hilarious.
picture. Yeah.
That was awesome. When you replied with your own picture, I lost it.
Yeah, my boss was so upset when I came back with my official photo, and that was it. He was like, "Are you serious?"
I didn't see it.
I'm like,
I'm
"Yeah."
not on Facebook.
He's like, "Seriously?" I was like, "Yes, that's my official photo." I was like, "'Cause sir, if the airmen see that picture, they'll know I'm mentally unstable, and they won't want to fuck with me."
There you go. There you go.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
I was like, that's a guy I'd like to cuddle. That's what it made me think.
All right, I think they're out of here at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
We have
what time is
Go
it?
pause
10
and
till.
order food.
How long? What are we looking at here?
Oh, we're at. Well, it's been recording for 48 minutes, so we're probably
But we talked for
Like
20 of that. And
40
Mo
minutes.
Took a week.
40 some minutes in. No, I didn't start till after Mo got back.
Oh.
I mean, we can just pause
Just
and
pause it.
Okay.
pick it up.
We'll be right back after these messages.
And you'll never, ever know. It'll be our secret.
Hey, we got food.
You got food. That was a quick second pause for you all and like
We-
half an hour for us.
We, as in Mo and I,
Yeah, you guys got
got
food.
food.
I'm still not hungry. I had that hibachi
My
leftovers.
house caught fire. We got food.
Yeah.
You said it's a hibachi truck?
Huh?
You said it's a hibachi truck?
I got a hibachi. Had leftover hibachi for dinner before I came.
No, but you said it was a truck? Or
Well, they started as a truck.
Okay,
food
and
truck,
then-
and then became a restaurant. Went to a restaurant last night with the new guy I'm hiring and my current tech, so they could, they had met, and we're about to all drive to Canton separately Monday. So I was like,
Well, then
that'd
why'd
probably
you
be
need,
nice
you
to
didn't you didn't need to meet then? It'd be fine. You're driving separately.
we could have, but when he said there's a really good hibachi place, you want to go there, and I said, yeah, I'll bring you the work van there and eat hibachi. So
you said you're coming to Dayton on Monday?
do what?
You said you're going to Dayton on Monday?
Canton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Canton.
He can't go to Dayton.
Canton go to Dayton.
No.
No.
No, I will be at Dayton on. I think we're out there the following week.
Okay, just let me know.
Oh, I will. I'll swing by and let you buy me lunch again. Whatever that.
Give you some
falafel place was. Shawarmas. That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. I totally wouldn't even like. I usually don't eat lunch if I'm working because I'll eat breakfast on the way out and then go home. Beth will have like a nice dinner made. And Mo was like, "Hey, you want to do lunch?" I'm like, "I'm good." And he's like, "Well, I already ordered food."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, I can't eat now."
Eat, yeah.
And then he brought it. He's like, "This is shawarma." And I'm like, "What the hell is shawarma?" And
It's
he started
Mediterranean.
getting out.
Bless you.
Oh, it was so good. Thank you. It was so good.
Yeah, Swarm is
I came
amazing.
home and told Beth all about it. Like, it was incredible. I actually just thought about Mo recently because I finished that Dayton Brothers whatever coffee. Like,
Bill Brothers?
like a week or two ago. I just finished it.
I still haven't
slowly-
opened or drank the samples I took from you when I was on the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're still sitting on my whiskey cabinet.
The Crazy Ivan or the...
Yeah, the Crazy Ivan was the coffee one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it was just so good to like just pour a little bit and just kind of slow
Oh, for
sip
sure.
on.
Yeah.
Especially once the kids are in bed. I was either watching TV or reading or
You
something.
drank that at night?
Huh?
Dude, it's got like pure coffee in there.
Oh, it don't matter, dude. I ate chocolate covered coffee beans Beth got me from Amish country and went to bed last week.
I
She's
can't
like,
do
"Don't
that.
eat the whole bag because they're like pure coffee beans.
Yeah.
They're espresso
It's a-
beans, actually."
it's an upper and a downer.
I
It's
can't
fine.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's coffee, but
It's like a
also
Red
liquor.
Bull and vodka.
Yeah, so I stopped at there's a liquor store that I can frequent that's close enough for me to drive through, and they've had Weller Special Reserve, unlimited, all you can take. I bought 3 bottles at once, and she goes, "Do you want more? I've got a box back here. You can take it all." And I was like,
For the
good
same price
now.
as 3 bottles? Hell yeah.
Right. I would have done that. But I started thinking about the secondary, the out of state that don't get them, where they're paying $65, $100 for. And I was like, I should start flipping these. But anyway,
if you
I walk
can,
in there
you'll-
tonight just to see what they have. They didn't have any special reserve on the shelf. But this guy got 3 big bottles of vodka and a case of Red Bull.
Oh, he was
I was
partying.
like, they're going to a party tonight.
He was partying. I mean, if you start flipping bottles, I mean, I got to start referring to you as one of those assholes.
I don't care.
I know.
You've called me that many times for several reasons.
I know, this would just be another reason.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, you said when we paused here you don't like me.
I didn't say I didn't like you.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
Is
I
it?
don't like you that much. One
I
of
don't
the
like you
worst-
that much.
Oh, okay. So you like me, but not that much.
Yeah.
Because I said we should have a birthday. You said there are going to be parties here and this and that.
They're-
We're at
so,
a
joint birthday?
So Outerbelt, their second anniversary is on Saturday.
which
They've
you
been
said
open
you'd
for
be
2
here
years.
the party.
I said I was
Wait,
going to come
tomorrow-
over here.
This Saturday? Tomorrow?
No, the 12th.
Oh, 12th. Okay.
Next Saturday. I said I would be in here a couple times because they're releasing different beers at different times.
Oh, like during the day?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so like at 6:30 they'll release something
In the
and
morning.
At 2:30 no.
It's called an oatmeal stout.
It's
That's
a breakfast
You
stout.
start there.
But
It tastes like bacon and eggs.
I don't know
Bacon
that.
egg stout.
Ugh.
Dude, I would slam a bacon. It's like an omelet.
No.
You make a beer that tastes like an omelet, I'm at least try it.
I might sip on. No, I'm not even doing that.
I'm
no,
in.
that's liquefied eggs. That's gross.
It's like soup.
No, that's like that yolk shit you buy that comes in a milk container.
All the fake yellow mixture
Yes,
stuff.
that you cook egg. Ugh, no, I don't want
But
anything
yeah,
to do with
I said we should do it. I kind of like slapped you on the chest. Said, dude, our birthdays are pretty close. Let's do a joint birthday party here. Invite everybody
Yeah.
off the show, any listeners. Everybody show up at Outerbelt.
that.
And
I
you
said I don't like you that much.
I don't like you that much. And I
that
said,
much.
in
That's
my
not. I
reply-
don't like you.
And my reply was,
I don't care.
I don't care. I just want to show up here and drink with you. And you said, that's what we're doing now. And I said, exactly.
Yeah.
So we should do that. We should
mean-
pick a day to come out here. We don't have to record. We can just enjoy it. We'll invite everybody, give them a date. Mo will have to.
And meet Derek out here.
Oh,
He's only been down here once. I'm disappointed.
I did tell the bartender. She was asking about it. I was talking about meet Derek's truck, and she's like, that sounds good. She also said that a lot of people that have been coming in and out and sitting here have been asking about our show.
Good.
And she said,
Really?
I don't know what the name of their show is. So I told her.
Thanks, Nikki.
So we just missed a big opportunity. Well, I think they weren't asking about our show. They're going, what are those ugly looking idiots doing
What
over
are
their
those
microphones?
2 8-brain idiots doing?
Right. 2 idiots and Mo. So you need to live closer. You can just be a regular.
Mo is basically a third host.
He is.
Him and Jason are
He is a-
honorary third
he is a
hosts.
I feel like with either show, at least myself or Jason get mentioned no less than 3 times.
I try.
Pretty much.
I definitely
Pretty
try.
much. Martel's got a man crush.
Yeah.
I don't blame. I mean, they're 2 very, very good looking gentlemen. So
But I got a man crush on Jason, man, now with his new, quote, part-time job.
Yeah,
it's
no
part-time.
shit.
Yeah.
Dealing with exotic supercar race
Yeah,
cars.
no joke.
No big deal. Just worked on a Lamborghini.
Like, yeah,
What?
work was rough today. Was at the track
Yeah.
all day.
He had pictures of him working as a tire changer the other day.
Yeah, I'm just like,
That looks so awesome.
I couldn't change the tire fast enough, honestly, but it would still be cool as hell.
Yeah.
I couldn't, but I want to go watch him do it. I want to
Jason.
be in the pits watching it.
Get your race team to hire Mo and I to do all the photography work because their
And me.
photographer isn't great.
Have them hire me.
Yeah,
for,
your photographer blows, man.
I'll be a
Yeah.
writer. I'll use
I will-
your guys' pictures and I'll write articles.
I will come in
I will write testicles
and I will take
about the cars.
amazing photos with my iPhone
There you go.
until I get a real camera again.
You don't need a real camera these days. We have filters.
No, you kind of.
We were talking on the ride over here, like, these new camera phones are way better than what I was working with in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So we haven't talked about what we've been drinking. Now you got the same beer we had.
I did. I got the Blood Orange Golf Cart, which
Let's
is a gold
we all
nail.
had that for our first round. Let's rate that. Let's make it an official show.
All right. So the golf cart is really good on its own.
I don't know what's the golf cart.
It's a gold nail.
Okay, so it's just a gold nail.
It's just a gold nail.
Okay.
This is a blood orange golf cart, which means they just added blood orange juice to the batch.
Okay.
And it turns it from more of a yellow to this orange color that it is now. It is really good. I don't taste any of the blood orange, but it has a different flavor to
Really?
it. I don't, because I think blood orange is very bitter. I don't think it's sweet. So I don't get any of that blood orange, but it still tastes like the golf cart, but it has a sweeter hint to it that is not blood orange to me.
I thought it was pretty heavily orange for a beer myself. But again, I'm not a beer guy. We've been over this time and again.
Yes.
So
So you're saying you don't like beer?
I'm not a beer guy. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's kind of like you're not a Randy guy, but you're not saying you don't like me. You know, you just don't like me that much. I don't like beer that much.
Yeah, but it's still
Obviously, I'm on my
musk.
second one here, so I'm drinking it. Ooh, there's a plane landing. We're right next to an airport. I got so sidetracked.
Yeah.
But Mo, what do you think about the blood orange golf cart from
Can I
Outerbelt
buy
Brewing
it
in Carroll, Ohio?
Anywhere else but here?
They are in a few stores, but I don't know that you can get the blood orange version of it.
Okay.
But you can get it to go.
But I don't think I've ever seen Outerbelt like in my neck of the woods.
You may not have. It's
So-
it's more of like Eastern Columbus area.
Okay. So there's some scarcity there. Mm-hmm. So that will definitely impact my score.
Yeah.
Now that could be good or bad depending on who you are.
Well, no, I
because
no,
the rarity's good for some people. Like it's a treat, a special treat. But as we do it with our whiskeys or bourbons, sometimes for me at least, it can hurt the rating because
for sure.
I
Yeah.
can't get it.
well, and I think, I mean, not necessarily hurt, but help. But like, I liked it. Would I drive 2 hours to get one?
No.
Only if I'm coming to see,
Yeah, I would
the
not
Buckhorn
drive
Bros.
from Circleville to here
Yeah.
just to get it. Now, if I'm coming to come here, I would get it again.
Oh, for sure.
So I give this one a 2.5 out of donuts. I say if you can get to Outerbelt or find it, try it.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I'm at a 3.
3? Yeah. That's
But
good.
I'm also 5 minutes away.
If I was gonna say,
I give it a solid 2.5, but it's mainly because of scarcity. But like, if I saw it in my local, alcohol store, whatever you call those things, I'd
Apartments?
pick one up.
In your apartment.
the alcohol store me my shared.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's a good one. So for the second round, Martelle got the same,
I did. I didn't get anything different.
which she had it poured when you walk back in, and then I've got what's called a chocolate raspberry. What's the official name?
It's on the can.
It's on the can. I could just look because it's in the can. It's the
on the bottom.
Outerbelt Brewing Limited Edition Barrel Age Series Chocolate Raspberry Coping Mechanism Imperial Stout.com.
Yeah.
That would be a terrible web address. So yeah, it's a chocolate raspberry imperial stout, and I do not like stouts. I'm not
So,
a dark
and this
beer
is
guy.
part of the barrel program. So this was stored in
barrels like these, right? next
a
to
whiskey
us.
barrel.
That
So
the listeners can't see.
Right. I hope you've been taking pictures.
no.
You haven't. Okay.
Why would I
no
do
pictures
that?
of the pizza you've been eating. 'Cause
Nope.
We're going to talk about that next. None of the beers we've been drinking.
Nope.
None of the barrels we're sitting next. We're on these plush leather couches. You know what? You need nicer furniture.
No shit,
Your
Sherlock.
furniture sucks.
I know.
Your
Well,
house is
I'm
garbage.
always- I'm
glad
s-
it burned down.
I'm standing, and you're always sitting.
Yeah, because I'm fat. I got a lot more to hold up. It's like work for me to stand up that long. But yeah, I've got this. I'm going to give this a solid 3. And I'm just not a big fan of stouts. But this, you taste the chocolate and the raspberry, and it's not overpowering. It's just a hint.
It's a hint,
I really like it. I'm giving
but
this a 3.
it's super sweet. I give it a 2.5.
Now,
Like
when
I
you
have
say super sweet. It is to you. To a guy like
It
me,
is
it's not.
No, it is. I think it's super sweet. I have 2 more. I think I have 2 cans of that left at home. It's good. There's no denying that it isn't good. It's good. I just think that it's
Too sweet for you.
very sweet to drink more than one at a time.
I would say I've been sipping on this. I'm not sure I would want another one right now.
Right.
I will say that.
Yeah. I mean that's.
But I think you and I flip flop. Where you like the sours, I like sweet.
I don't like. No, I like sours too.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But-
you like sours,
But this
I don't
isn't
really
like the
sours
blood
that
orange
much.
isn't sour.
No. I'm not saying
okay.
that is.
All right.
I'm saying it just in general.
Oh,
Like how you feel about sours and how I feel about sours is opposite of how you feel about sweets and I feel about sweets.
Yeah, I'll give
I
you
like
that.
sweeter
You
stuff.
like super sweet stuff.
Yeah, you like more of the sour stuff, the unicorn farts. And
I like stuff that tastes good.
that's debatable. That's a matter of
Is it
opinion.
though? You made me eat Oreos and salsa.
That was garbage.
That was
for both of us.
awful idea.
But-
or powdered donuts and cheese whiz.
That's actually really good.
That was awful.
Stop!
not-
Stop!
No.
I'm
know
having
what? Next time-
I'm having PTSD from listening to that.
The zombie Skittles, though.
The zombie Skittles.
I almost
was amazing.
died.
You know what?
Listening to
I
zombie
should have brought
Skittles.
the hot Jelly beans with Mo here.
You
Son
keep
of a-
put them in your truck.
I'm not a smart man.
I know.
My truck sat most of the day today. They would have been all melded together in one big old.
Put them under the seat. It'll be fine. Because they won't be in direct sunlight.
Just like that whiskey that you had underneath the
Yeah,
seat.
that's why I was gonna say. That's where I had my flask.
Yeah.
Kidding, Mom and Beth. I don't have a flask under my seat. I'll let you look. There is no flask.
It's a full bottle.
Because a flask is just not enough. That's like a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so Mo, what do you have now? Because you got a different glass. It's a darker beer.
Yes, I have the Black is Beautiful Amorous Aged.
You would.
Nitro.
Nitro, yes, because
You
they
would
can't
have
put
the
this in
Black is
can.
Beautiful.
Yes.
No, I was reading the description, and it said, it's got like the chocolate notes and everything. This is like a real heavy stout, but definitely, it's an 8-ounce pour, just to give you an idea, because it's 10%er. But I definitely could not drink more than one of these at a sitting because it's like really
Real
thick,
heavy.
real heavy.
Yeah, it looks like motor oil here
Oh, for sure.
It does.
with a nice head.
And
It's got good head.
It kind of has the viscosity of motor oil as well.
See, that's my problem
I would
with most,
concur.
like, stouts and dark beers is it's just so thick. It's like drinking syrup.
But-
the,
And
the consistency of it.
I did try that one, and it was really good.
Yeah, it's good. It's for sure good. And
Okay.
this is like something I would not drink if we were sitting outside right now.
Oh, no.
Because it's so heavy. But definitely something like on a colder day,
Yeah.
like in the fall, like I would definitely crush.
Stouts
one
are
of these.
really good fall
Hey,
beers.
I think they're about to take a picture. You should go over and jump over the barrels and try and get in their picture.
I can't jump right now.
Okay, Mo, you're darker complected than we are.
I'm
Mo's
working
got-
on these pizza nachos.
Mo's
man.
got 2 replacement hips. I've got
Yeah.
a bad knee.
Do you really? Mm-hmm. Man, you're so old. You're older than I thought.
And
Surprised you didn't walk
You
in here
can't
like come
jump.
in here on a hover around.
I
I can't jump. I was
got
trying-
aftermarket parts.
That means you're faster and stronger, though.
I'm not. I don't have the aftermarket yet, but they have gone in and repaired some things. Put a hose clamp on it.
Like your bunghole.
Yeah,
Aftermarket bunghole.
aftermarket bunghole.
I was listening to John Mulaney talk about when he was trying to get
Aftermarket
Xanax.
bungholes?
Yeah, his aftermarket bunghole. You know what? I just need to send you guys a clip because I was in tears before I left to come here watching him. He was talking about how his friend said he went into his doctor and at the end he just said, hey, you know what? My anxiety sometimes on planes gets like super bad, so his doctor gave him Xanax. And so John was like, well, I'm going to go do that. So he scheduled an appointment to go see his doctor, just a general checkup. And when you went to sign in, there's like a checklist of what are you here for. And he said one thing he saw was frequent urination. So I thought, well, I'll check that because I can get in and out. And at the end, you just say, hey, sometimes when I'm on planes, I get really nervous. And they prescribe you Xanax.
Yeah.
So he goes in, after waiting 3 hours in the waiting room.
Oh,
she
I
goes
would not have
in,
waited that long.
And the doctor goes, okay, you're here for frequent urination. How often do you go? And he goes, I don't know how frequent is frequent. So I just said a number, 11. That was way too high of a number, apparently. So the doctor said, you may have a problem with your prostate. So long story short, he gets a prostate exam. And he said, I made he bent over on the table. And the doctor's like, no, on your elbows. Not his hands. And he said, I feel like with my hands, I still had an out. But he said, so the doctor did what he did. Or he said, when the doctor, he said, if you've never had anything put in, you only know this feeling of stuff coming out. He just said, I made a noise. And I went something, he said, I didn't vocalize it, but my vocal cords made me go, And then he said, so he checked everything. And as he kept saying hand, not finger. He said, when he pulled his hand out, he said, if you've never had anything happen with your bunghole, I forget what word he used, you're used to the sensation. He said, I thought I was going to the bathroom. Because that's what it felt like, because I'm only used to things coming out. So he said, then the doctor heard, I'm sorry. And the doctor informed me he's okay. So he said, the only 2 things that's happened, he said, we've obviously grown closer together now. And the only 2 things I've said to this doctor's heard is, and I'm sorry. So anyways, they decided to do blood work on him. So this nurse comes back in, male nurse. He called him Batman because he had like a Batman sticker on his badge, Batman watch, Batman everything. It got real basic in here real quick.
They all yelled the order at the same time. There's a line of
What are
women.
we yelling about?
There's a line of women at the bar.
Yeah, there's
and
a
they all
line
yelled
of-
their order at one time to a bartender.
There's like 50 cents. There's
A
a bartender
bartender.
of geese
A bartender
at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So anyway,
Well, they're doing
a
another
gaggle of
photo.
geese.
Oh.
Oh.
They're doing another photo.
So
Anyway.
So my lady's like, he said they had to do blood work, and he told the guy, like, when you draw blood, I often pass out if I have to give blood. And he's like, oh, you'll be fine. He said he stuck the needle in. The next thing I know, I'm waking up sweaty on the table. He said, so I went back, and he said I walked out, and he said, I felt different. He said 2 years later, I'm back to that same office he said, can I talk to the doctor? And the Batman nurse said, the doctor's gone. So they made him leave when he still didn't feel good. He comes back 2 years later, and the Batman male nurse saw him. He said he was wearing reading glasses to let me know time has passed. And all he said was, I remember you. You look different. But that whole sketch is hilarious. I was in tears, and then I was like, okay, I should probably leave for the podcast. There's
Awesome.
a whole
But did he get the Xanax?
No. That's the funny part.
I thought
he wanted to talk to the doctor to tell him he gets nervous on a plane.
Yeah.
And that's when the guy said the doctor's
he's gone.
So he said, the lesson we learned here is if you want Xanax, don't go to your doctor and tell him you frequently urinate.
Yeah.
Because he will stick his hand up your butt.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, in the end, he was there that whole time, had all that happen to him, and still didn't get the Xanax.
God. He will stick his fingers
He will stick his
up
hand
your
up your
butt.
butt.
And like the way his cadence is. And he will stick his fingers up your butt.
Yes, he is hilarious. So yeah, these are good. We got some good beers here. Did we rate yours, Mo?
3. Solid 3.
3. Get it. Try it. Get to Outerbelt and try it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And I think you can get that in a non-nitro version across Ohio.
But I don't think it'll taste the same, though.
Yeah, no, it definitely won't taste the same.
But you have to be into stouts, though, because this is like... This isn't for rookie.
This is
an exploratory stout, for sure.
That's the thing with beers, too, man.
This is not a dip your toe in to see if you like
absolutely
stouts.
not, yeah.
And I feel like you guys might have had the same experience I did. When I first drank beer, I was underage, admittedly.
I was, too. I was like 5.
Okay, mine's a little different than yours. I had my first Smirnoff Ice at 15.
I mean, I grew up in the 80s.
Because I was at a party with my older cousin who was in college, and we were going to go to haunted houses with all these college chicks, and
what better way to look
a
older?
guy that trained Andy Katzenmoyer, and these girls are drinking
the big
Smirnoff
cat.
Ice. The big cat. He was. So my older cousins went to school with him and started a business with the cousin of Andy Katzenmoyer's trainer.
Okay.
So I'm at this party. Andy Katzenmoyer walks, and this is the year he graduated. Like he's getting ready to transition to the NFL.
Yeah.
Which is not a cool story because now one of my best friends hangs out with him all the time. Went golfing with him to Pinehurst and all this, and alone, and they cuddled. But
that's weird.
Yeah, so I'm there, like, 80 Castaway's there, I'm a big Buckeye fan, all these college chicks are there, and I'm 15, and I'm like, yeah, I'll drink a Smirnoff Ice with you girls, And we go to the haunted house, and I'm acting tough because all these girls are freaking out. I'm like, yeah, me and my beardless, pubescent self, probably had a visor on,
Half a hat.
Yeah, half a hat. I used to, poke holes in it and put little earrings in the visor, because that was cool.
Were you wearing a polo?
No, I wasn't, and that's why I wasn't cool enough. I bet I could have landed one
Dead
of those
giveaway.
if I had a polo.
Yeah, and if you've been
I
listening to
had
Limp
just
Bizkit.
I just had a T-shirt and a cleanly shaven baby face with all 4 of my chins showing, so it wasn't happening for me. But when it came to beer, though, once I got a little older and started hanging out with other friends and stuff, and we were able to get beers, it was always like Coors Light or Bud Light.
It's probably what you could afford.
Or Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the cheap
Corona
stuff.
was the one that made me it was like black coffee. Like I've been drinking coffee for years, but it's had a pound of sugar in it,
Yeah.
Corona was like that first sip of black coffee where you're like, you're inhaling a skunk's butthole.
Yeah.
I've never
But
inhaled a
everybody else
skunk's
was drinking
butthole.
it, so I'm like, Corona's the cool thing to drink? I love it. And I just kept drinking it anyway. So once I got past that, it was back to I kind of got away from beers. It was...
That's a shame.
But that was my first experience. Well, like you said, it's what we could get.
Yeah.
Which was the same with cigarettes when I was littler, too. Because I had a buddy when I was
smoking
11,
Pall Malls.
Pall Malls.
Winston, whatever. Camel.
Winston's,
unfiltered
yeah.
Camels.
The cowboy killers.
Yeah, exactly. But when I was growing up, it's like, okay, this guy's 15 and has facial hair, and he can go in if they question me because, it's for mom. She's at home. I'm here on my bike. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd take what I could get. Or when we moved to Circleville, we played basketball at a neighbor's house, and he had his garage door open all the time. And this guy would buy cartons of cigarettes, just leave them around the garage. And, he'd smoke a few packs, but he'd buy another carton. So they're literally just tons of packs and cartons of cigarettes laying around this guy's garage.
Yeah.
Marlboro Reds, that's all he smoked.
Ugh.
So I would
That's what my dad smoked.
I would take what I could
Harsh.
get. So with the beers, it was never anything like a chocolate raspberry stout.
Yeah.
It was Corona.
Right.
And then we got dumb, and I decided to invent something called the Corona Sunrise, which we always drink with lime. So you would drink the Corona. You know, you put the lime slice in the Corona.
Yeah.
Drink to the bottom of the neck. Top it with tequila. Put your thumb on top. Tip it. And tip it back up. And then that's it. And that was a very bad cocktail.
No shit.
That led to some very bad decisions.
Did you make you break out in handcuffs?
It made me break out into something. I woke up one time, had those little, what do they call them, the Calanestas things on your fingers, like
The little symbols?
yeah, I had a sombrero. No clue where I got that from. There was a
Were you in
burro
Tijuana?
in the backyard. I don't know. There's a
You
burro.
did you all of a sudden become fluent in Spanish?
I did. Sí, señor.
That's
¿Dónde
like
está los biblioteca en los baños?
Tiene muchos libros en los
con mi gato
biblioteca.
en mi pantalones. So
No.
My Spanish isn't that good, but I think you just said you have a big cat in your pants.
yeah, I do. A big old peach-collared cat.
I'm
Press peach?
when I drink Jaeger,
Yes.
when I drink Jägermeister, I turn into Hans. Like there's something that happens, and
See, and here's the thing. I've mentioned this before. I have this theory that everybody's got a liquor that
a
transforms.
limiter.
A what?
Oh, you say a limiter?
Liquor.
Oh, okay.
That transforms them. So my buddies was Jaeger. He could drink beer all day. He could drink tequila in a Corona. He'd get drunk, but he'd be okay. But when he got going into Jaeger, he turned into somebody else. Like
Yeah.
one time he was just drinking Jaeger and Red Bull. And also known as Jaeger bombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jaeger bombs. And we're at his house. This is before we lived together. And
Sorry, Beth.
I catch him in the bathroom, doors open. I hear him like laughing. So we're all like, what the hell's Andy doing? And we go in there and he's taking his girlfriend. She used to do like, just get posters and collar and pick, basically coloring books, crayons, markers, colored pencils, do artwork. He was taking her like the big fat Crayola markers, biting into them and chewing on you remember the foam like ink?
Yeah.
He was chewing on those, spitting into the white bathtub and laughing at it. And I said,
Is he a
Andy, what are
Marine
you
now?
doing? And no. Army Airborne.
He missed his calling.
Yeah.
He's been in the Army for like 15 years now.
Crayon eater.
But no, see,
Shout out
if you
Marine
see the
Corps.
crayons, I would have said Marine Corps, but it was marker, so it's definitely Army. But he's sitting there, and I said, Andy, what are you doing? He goes, I'm Picasso, and bites into another marker. He's chewing these markers up.
Wow.
So, like, he had that. Like, one of my buddies, if he gets tequila, the country song's true. Tequila makes his clothes come off.
Oh.
Like, things just happen.
Yeah.
He gets deep into tequila, so
he gets
don't
naked.
drink it. So, yeah, I've got the sense. So it sounds like Jaeger might be yours, too. Like, there's one that...
There's some, I don't know what it is, and it's one of those bad experiences. Like my younger sister, she's 9 years younger than me, and it was the first time I really remember getting like, I don't think I blacked out, but there's a lot of shit I don't remember, which probably means I blacked out. And I just remember being fully clothed in the shower, throwing up, and her roommate trying to like make sure I didn't die. Yeah.
Right.
And since then, I have only drank with my sister like once because I refuse to drink with her ever again. I definitely won't drink Jägermeister with my sister.
Well, that's
No
why
one should be drinking Jägermeister.
I've had Jaeger bombs in the past, but Jaeger, I don't like black licorice.
I know.
I don't either.
So when I did my first ever shot of Jaeger, I did my last ever shot of Jaeger. I quit there. That was it. I was done.
Like, actually, oddly enough, though, I can drink Ouzo.
I've never had it.
I've never
It
had
tastes
that.
like black licorice. But I had some
Now,
great
you
friends
give
that
me
used to
something
always
tastes like wild cherry
serve it up.
Twizzlers, I'll probably chug it. That would be bad.
I need to find something that tastes like red vines.
Yeah, red vines, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
We just put red vines in vodka and let it dissolve.
There you go. We'll
It
call that a cocktail.
may or may not
Next
taste
on our
like red
cocktail
vine.
series.
Yeah. Truly, get on that.
Right. Most like, no, for real.
Yeah.
When I
You
get
want to
home-
make another basic version, Truly? Yeah.
There you go.
Get on that.
But yeah, I've never had. Mine is always. I've never had one that really sets me off. It's just how
What's
much
your
it's
trigger alcohol, Brandon?
I like all of it.
But what one transforms you?
Yeah.
I know I don't have one that transforms me. I'm
I don't-
always
see,
happy.
I don't really either.
And I get really talkative. Like super, super talkative.
That's
And
not
it-
a change. You're just more
and
aware of it.
Occasionally, no, Liz, she's like, you need to shut the fuck up.
That's because of what you say.
Probably. Occasionally, I'll get an Irish accent. But I have to drink a lot.
That's fantastic.
You become
Not Irish at all.
No, I am, though.
Martelle.
You are.
Yeah,
I forget your breakdown. I just said that.
I know.
You become Martellahan.
Martellahan, yeah. Seamus Martell.
That's the most accurate name I've ever heard you give yourself.
Seamus Martell. Not to be confused with Shameless Martell.
Belligerently
Shameless.
drunk.
Yeah, I think the last time that actually happened, I was in New York, and we were at an Irish bar, and the bartender was Irish. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just yelling. I'm like, "Oi, whatever," and just like,
Anytime I think of an Irish bartender, I think of Boondock Saints.
she was hot too.
Okay, well, that's way different than the guy in Boondock Saints.
No, it wasn't a guy; it was a girl. And red hair, green eyes.
Oh,
bartender,
yeah. Hang it up.
Irish.
But yeah, Mel knows, like, that's my kryptonite.
Yeah, I was just like, ugh. I'm like, I just kept drinking. She's
Yeah.
like, it's closing time. I'm like, I'll take 2 more.
Street beers.
Right.
Oh,
That just started in Hilliard.
street beers.
Yep, there's now a whole. They showed a map. I think I sent it to our podcasters thread.
Oh, I thought that was downtown.
No, it's downtown Hilliard, old town Hilliard.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Really? That's where
Yeah.
Hobbs is. And DeCarlos.
Oh, okay. Well, then, if it's where Hobbs is, then I know where it is.
Yeah. So north
You
of
can
where
just
Hobbs
walk
is.
around with beer now.
Yeah, there's like 12 restaurants.
You can do
with
that in
beers.
Carroll too.
Well, you can do it anywhere.
I mean,
for a certain
just not
amount of time.
legally.
Right.
At my house, you can walk around in Carroll with a beer.
At
in
your
hand.
house?
Yeah, in Carroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, in downtown Carroll.
Your
Down-
house is about as good as downtown Carroll gets. It's got a pool now, so it's up
yeah,
a little bit.
So it's
But yeah,
I've
that's
scaled
like
it up a bit.
old Hilliard.
And defense.
There's a bunch of bars and restaurants that they list 12 of them, and they showed on the map, like, here's your
green
region.
zone.
But yeah, you can just walk open container down the street, and they said enjoy the fine shops and restaurants while enjoying your favorite adult beverage. And
Yeah.
Oh,
One thing.
and they need to do that more often.
Well, and they
around here.
it shouldn't be restricted at all.
They started doing that in Dayton, like around when it started to get warm a little bit, like
And
when
what's
winter
funny in Dayton is,
when winter
though,
started.
you can only do it with 40s of OE.
True, made out of glass.
King Cobra.
But
King Cobra, yeah. King Cobra's
in the quote downtown area,
Mickey's.
the
Mickey's Big Mouse.
the Oregon district, Oregon district, they block off both ends.
The Oregon Trail District.
You can walk down with open
Well, you might
containers.
die of dysentery.
Yeah.
Dysentery.
Yeah, you died of dysentery.
You crapped so much, you
I
dehydrated
hated that
yourself.
fucking game.
That'd be a bad way to go.
That would be a terrible way to go.
Yeah.
That game
I'm
sucked.
very good. That game was awesome. You just sucked at it.
I think of all
Yeah.
the times I ever played that, I think I finished it once.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys must have made trash decisions.
Oh yeah.
I think for me, I was eating good too many times.
I'm pretty sure I fell in a well, and Lassie couldn't save me.
Little Martell's fell in a well. Lassie's like, F him.
She's like, "Screw that guy."
What an idiot.
Oh, he
falls
wanted to
in a well.
he just wanted to give me kibble. I need bacon.
Yeah. No, I played that game probably about 6 months ago. I found it online.
Like the old green
Yeah.
screen style?
Yeah. I
There-
found it, you can find the simulators online. It's still the old green screen.
Huh.
I think someone made smartphone apps for it. Where you can
probably.
play it.
Somebody made one for Apple, but
You
it was
remember-
like a revision, and it just wasn't the same.
I've seen the updated. Like,
Yeah, I want the
version.
old school
No,
green
you-
screen
yeah, you
You
joint.
can
need-
find it online. Google it.
You need that. You don't need a revision of that. I'm getting tired of people remastering,
Updating,
remaking movies and TV shows and bringing shit back that
Yeah.
doesn't need to be brought back. Just leave it alone.
That's the one thing I respect about shows like Schitt's Creek. If you ever watched it,
Uh-huh.
and then the wrap up party, they were like people. It didn't get real popular until they were
Till after it was
Yeah,
over.
they were-
like what they do 7 seasons, I think,
Yeah.
6 or
Something
7.
ridiculous like that.
And they said we're going to end on our terms.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to jump the shark. Like this is how it's going to wrap up.
Sure.
And they did it. And then people like it hit Netflix, and that's when I found it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
Garrett,
we watched it on Pop.
who you love.
Yeah,
Um,
fuck Garrett.
He got me on it, and so I watched it, and people were like, "I want more." But by this time, they were like,
They were
"Where
done.
you guys when we were doing this for the last
Yeah.
7 years?"
Yeah.
But they were content with it. They were all happy. It was sad, but and then Friends. They just had a Friends reunion. I haven't watched it, but everybody's like, "Would you ever do a movie or a remake or like a continuation? Like here's where we are today." And they said no. Like the show was what it was, but if you try to remake it, you're going to ruin
Yeah.
what
Well,
you've done.
yeah.
And I know there are people that don't like Friends, usually younger generations. But as far as sitcoms go, Friends
It was
like
good.
set
I
the
never
bar.
watched it.
I never watched
Really?
it.
I was living in Japan at the time. I was too busy
You
like seeing the
racist.
country.
Just because you live in Japan, you can't watch an American show with white folks on it.
My
Jeez.
girlfriend at the time in high school, she loved to watch it, so I'd watch it whenever she would watch it, but I never sat and actually
Never like got
watched
into
it.
it.
No.
I love Friends. Today I can watch an episode.
It's because
of
you
Friends
don't
and
have
bust
any.
out laughing. Because what?
You don't have any.
That's true.
I know.
The
But I've got acquaintances in low places.
That's all I have.
The only show I ever saw like die and come back and be successful.
The
Cobra
greatest
Kai.
American hero.
No, Family Guy.
Oh yeah, there's that.
That's
one
the only show I've ever seen
I
come
quit
back from
watching-
death and survive.
After what's his face?
Brian?
The creator of it.
Seth.
Rogen. Seth Rogen. When Seth
No,
Rogen
it's not
quit-
Seth Rogen.
When Seth Rogen quit doing the show,
That's the guy that has that
Variety
podcast, right?
Voices, yeah. Actually, people on TikTok say I sound like Seth Rogen. I don't get it. But
What did he do
Seth
on the show?
MacFarlane.
I was going to say it wasn't Rogan.
No, it wasn't. I just ran with that because
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it.
MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane, when he quit doing the writing in most of the voices, it tanked hard for a bit, and then it started to come back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when Family Guy left, MacFarlane was still doing it, and they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, "No, we want more."
It
He
got
came
its
back-
it got its second life on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
on Adult Swim.
and he was
yeah.
still doing it. But when he left, I was out. The writing they were just trying to be offensive, which I'm fine with if it's funny. But they were just trying to be offensive.
That's
Yeah.
what South
and
Park's
passing
for.
off.
That's what I was about to say.
It was even worse than that, though.
Speaking of offensive, I can't believe South Park is still on television.
Oh yeah,
I
Are they still
clearly,
doing new episodes?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I clearly remember the first time I ever saw it because you said living in Japan. It made me think about that. I remember recording every show and telling my friends, "You need to watch this. It's not going to last a year." I was like, "There's no way this show is going to
Here we
stay
are
on
20
television."
years
Here we
later.
are, literally 20 years later,
Yeah.
and it's still on. That
But
blows my mind.
What that was, the reason that's still on is because Beavis and Butthead. Think about Beavis and Butthead in the 90s. Like, we were told we're not allowed to watch it. It was so offensive.
Well, no. South Park's still on because it's a cartoon and they can get away with the satire of making fun of everything that's going on in the world.
Well, I mean, that's true, but I
if
think,
it was
again, I think Beavis and Butthead paved the way for that.
Yeah,
in a
I'd
way.
agree. Yeah.
I mean, I think
way
maybe
Beavis and Butthead was in the 90s. Like, I remember being at Ohio State Fair, and I wanted a Beavis and Butthead T-shirt I saw.
No,
And my
I-
parents were like, no.
I think it was the Simpsons that paved the way for that, and the brothers
Simpsons probably
and the
paved the
brothers
way.
Grunt.
Nobody knows the Brothers Grunt,
Yes, I know.
so it doesn't pave the way for anything.
Well,
it
it's
did
just,
absolutely nothing.
It's
for
a
that.
show of guys pooping.
I would say, rate my poo.
It was a cartoon.
RateMyJinkum.com. I just had a new idea.
No, we're not doing that.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Buckhorn Podcast presents RateMyJinkum.com.
No.
So anyway, I would say The Simpsons definitely changed. That's good. AMC stock is to the moon, folks. If you guys,
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it here first.
Actually, I heard it yesterday from one of my car buddies. He gave me. It's not even a stock, but
AMC, yes, it is.
no, it's not. It's a car.
No, that's
They made the
AMG.
Eagle.
That's AMG.
No, AMC Eagle,
Oh, that doesn't exist
American
anymore.
Motor Company.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It's not American Motor Company.
No, it doesn't exist anymore. AMC is not around anymore as a car company.
AMC Theaters is kind of maybe
Theaters?
sort of.
That's
Yeah.
what he was talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
stock. It's a theater.
Did you?
Did you though?
Did I know that that's what he meant? Yes, only because the guy yesterday told me, "Hey, this stock's going to go through the roof."
Although
he didn't tell
it
me going
hasn't.
to the moon like that guy did, though.
Yeah.
It's
He might have
actually
had one
gone.
too many
It's gone
Imperial
down.
It
yeah.
actually went down today.
Stouts. You're wrong, sir. He's over here buying everybody rounds of beer on his AMC stock, and he doesn't know he's lost all his money.
It went down
A pretty decent
Hey, Martelle, why
amount.
don't you hack?
6.6%
Why don't you hack into
today.
that guy's account, and steal his money?
God, I wish I could because some motherfucker hacked my account and stole my money.
Real money.
You know
Real
what you
money,
should do?
$5,000.
You should build a bridge and get right on over that because it's done.
I am over it at this point.
Good.
I'm following another hacker's. I've got access to a hacker's wallet, and I'm trying. I've got a friend
Yeah, we
who's
talked about that last week.
going to develop the app for me so I can take the money from the hackers.
He knows a dude.
Dev.
He's Russian.
Of course he is.
So he's got 2 sets of fingerprints.
Yeah,
Speaking of liquors,
actually, he's got
vodka,
10 sets.
Am I right?
Each one's different. Oh my God! All right, we've been at this for an hour and a half.
What time is it? Oh my God!
You're like
Well, my boys are in bed. I thought I was going to be there for bedtime tonight, but
you're
apparently
just
I'm
in
not.
trouble. So
I'm not in trouble.
all right.
I messaged when I got here. I messaged. It's like, by the way, I forgot Martelle set this up at Outerbelt, but he's still at the gym and he's got to run home and get crap and this and that. So I'm like, and she went, nice, okay.
Nice.
More than nice,
Nice.
is like, oh, you got to wait on Martelle. She don't care.
Yeah. I told you to come inside and get a beer.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the house. When are you going to get that forge built, man? I'm waiting on my piece of metal that you promised me
Keep waiting.
a year
I'm waiting
ago.
on a knife to be sharpened.
I'm going to order. What was it you wanted? I don't even.
I don't know. You never told me what you could
I'm
do.
just going to order something off of Etsy and mail it to you.
And then put your initials in it and,
I
and then
forged
hand it
you
to me.
this coat hanger. I want to see it in your house next time I'm there.
I forged you this spatula, Mo.
Right. Enjoy summer grilling. You're thinking of me every time. And on the back it says something like Iron Rose Forge or something. I wonder if that might be a thing. I might have just promoted somebody without knowing it. Yeah, dude. It's
hold on. They announced the lotto winners for
The bottle lottery?
The bottle lottery.
Maximilian? Oh,
Yeah.
did you get vaccinated?
Like
No.
for what? Herpes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know you're not vaccinated for herpes. You're a carrier.
Wow.
You lived in Japan.
Vector, thank you. Vector.
You lived in Japan. I just assume all of them.
You
lived in one of the Asias.
You work for the government for 26 years, and there's no telling what they've injected you with.
That's the thing. My brother-in-law was a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. I get that. But he was in the Corps actively for 10 years. And he was so anti-vaccine. And I said, dude, do you even know what they put in your body? He goes, nope.
Yep.
I'm like, I get being anti-vaccine. You don't want something else going in your body.
for
you don't
sure.
know, but you've done it for a decade.
Yeah.
What's one more?
During basic training, you have no idea what they're injecting into you.
Yeah,
got
and
friends
that
and family.
is the premise of the first book I read from Jack Carr.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, let's mention that guy for the third week in a row. How much is he paying us?
Nothing yet, but I
Probably the
found
same
out.
as Mo.
I actually found out that Jason and Andrea has friends that are friends with him.
Really?
So like Six
Get him
Sense
on the show.
bullshit.
Your man crush is about to.
What? Not,
Yeah, Jason-
we're a
what's that
couple
thing
degrees
called?
away from
Kevin
your man
Bacon.
crush.
Yeah.
Kevin, 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah. Get him on the show.
Because I said something about her and I were chatting over Instagram, and she's like, actually, friends of mine are friends with him, and he's a really nice guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy who
Like,
knows
oh.
a guy.
Yeah.
So there's a Brandon M that won, and it's not me that I can tell.
How do you know it's not you?
Because my ticket number is not 317532.
Well, that'll do it then.
So I got that.
I got excited with the last one because there was a Melissa M on there. I was like, oh, that's my wife. It's got to be.
That's not your name
and
at all.
And she's like, oh, that's not me. I was
Melissa Mo.
like, damn it.
Like, how many Brandon M's can there actually be?
I can tell you what, there's at least one.
There's
in
Elizabeth
this
M
room.
on here, too. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
2 of them, actually.
Uh-oh. She won twice?
I don't know.
Ooh. Bing, bing.
Nope. Shit.
Bum, 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 brr.
2 Elizabeth M's and not 1 winner. What?
Is there a Randy in on there?
Did you sign up?
Nope.
Nope.
Can't win if you don't play, my brother.
Totally forgot.
Let's see if we got a case in on here.
I think the reason the loud crowd left is because they're closed now.
They are.
Oh, shit.
We are past closing hours.
We're closing.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I love it. Time for you.
Check
to
us out on
go
Facebook,
out,
Instagram, and Twitter.
please. Google, Instagram.
It's not a thing anymore.
Insta-Google?
Google, Tweetstagram.
It's always a thing.
Well, it's always a thing.
No, it can't be anymore.
It's a
Yeah, it is.
signature.
You know, you want it to be, and you're
That
forcing
is
it.
every bit as much of our. I've done it since day one.
Yeah.
You can say,
I-
welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, with me always is Randy.
I always know it's the end of
I
the
can
show
say-
when I hear my Insta-Google Tweetstagram.
Except the
There you
Instagram Tweetstagram happened, and we haven't ended the show yet.
Oh,
but it's winding down. It's on the cool down section
yes.
of the show.
We're on final approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I just wanted
if
to
you
give Randy
can
shit about
sit
it.
your
If you can put your trays in their upright positions,
Position,
buckle your seatbelts, and put your testicles back in your underwear, we're about to land.
Damn.
It was a fun flight.
Anyway, check out Outerbelt Brewing, where we're recording
for
today.
sure
Yeah.
Their
in the
party
nameless
is on Saturday.
pizza truck.
Yeah, you
And
guys sleep on a
wood-fired-
lot of good-looking
wood-fired
food,
pizza.
and we didn't even mention it.
Well, there's not even on the side of their truck.
Yeah, it's wood-fired pizza, but you can barely see it on the side of the truck.
That's the place Beth and I ate from. I realized that when she ran that flatbread, because that's what we had.
Yeah.
When we went to that winery I told you about that shut down, the good one.
Oh, the one
They were there that night.
that's down the road from the other winery?
Yeah.
Right here on like
Yep,
158 or
right,
whatever.
right around your place.
Yeah,
Around the corner. So
that's a good winery.
Yeah, it was the same truck. It was good food when I had it. You guys enjoy it?
It was good.
Wood-fired pizza food truck. That's all we know about it. Check
Pizza.
them out.
Pizza. Little
Yeah, I
Caesars
came all the
wood-fired.
way out here and meet Derek is gone.
Yeah.
The Noid is back. Actually, he probably went past us while we were sitting here. I think they're wrapping up now. We should text them and say, hey, Got any leftovers?
Yeah,
bring them to us.
Bring
What's
them to
that,
Martelle.
hot mess?
The hot mess.
Yeah, ask if he's got any hot mess left.
Text him up. All
I'm
right.
going to text him.
I'm Martelle for Mo and Randy. We're out.
Peace.
Peace.